Oh, hey, bro. What are you doing here? Hey, bro. I came because my knee still hurts when I'm running. Really? It's still bugging you, huh? Well, it's still on the inside of my knee. Like, the foot stuff helped a little bit, but, it's still there. It's really bugging me. I think it's your ankle. Okay. Because your joints are set up mobile, stable, mobile, stable. Okay, so that goes all the way up your body from your foot all the way up to your neck. Okay, so your ankle is a mobile joint and your knee is supposed to be a stable joint. And so if your ankle is immobile, then your knee has to become a mobile joint. Let's check it out. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna get a fist and you're gonna put it right up against the wall. And then you're gonna put your big toe right on the outside of your pinky, okay? So ideally, you should be able to come all the way forward and touch that knee onto the wall, okay? So if you feel your heel lifting up, then you're compensating, and I want you to just go as far as you can. Another thing that I want you to pay attention to is as your knee comes forward, does your foot collapse? And you're trying to get more range of motion by your foot collapsing and then your knee tracking over your big toe instead of the middle of your toes. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so what happened was your knee caved inward and then your foot collapsed and then you were able to get more range of motion that way. What that means is as you're running, your foot strikes and then your ankle rolls inward in order to get what's called dorsiflexion, which means your ankle coming this way or taking your foot off of the gas pedal, okay? So that's a really critical movement and mobility prerequisite for running, okay? So if it doesn't happen, then your brain's solution is to move around the mobile joint, which, like I said earlier, is your foot collapsing, your ankle collapsing, and then your knee caving inward, okay? So then that causes your leg to swing out and around while you're running, which causes a lot of pressure on the inside of that knee. So one way to get rid of that is by increasing your ankle mobility. Makes sense. So one way that you can do that is by getting a dumbbell if you're in a gym or a kettlebell and you want to move that knee forward over your toes, okay? So you want to make sure that it's coming off these center two toes and going straight forward. We don't want that knee to collapse in or track out. We want to really get that ankle mobility right here. So you should be feeling a pinch at the closing angle or the instep of your foot while you're doing that. This is the only joint that you should feel a pinch while you're stretching it, okay? So the other thing that you want to look for is tension in the Achilles tendon. So what that means is that your calf is really tight and reducing your ankle mobility. So if you don't feel tension in your calf and you're feeling it more in the front, then that means that there's not enough space within that ankle joint for your knee to come over the toes just like that. Okay, so as you're holding this stretch, you want to hold it for about 2 minutes. That's the maximum physiological effect that you can get from a stretch. And if you don't have any gym equipment like a dumbbell or a kettlebell, what you can do is get your shoulder, lean on that knee, and then reach those fingers forward. Make sure that you're keeping that heel on the ground the whole time. And so once you're done with that 2-minute stretch, then you want to strengthen it, okay? So I'll show you how to do that over here on the wall. Okay, so you did that 2-minute stretch. And so now what you want to do is strengthen those end ranges, okay? So once you have convinced the brain that it's safe in this new range of motion, you need to strengthen that new range of motion so that it remains safe and doesn't lock up and tighten up again. So the best way that I found to do that is you want to get as close to your ankle range of motion as you can, like you're stretching your calf. You want to back off just a little bit, and then you're going to use your forward foot here to push you up into flexion. Okay, so then from there, you're going to lift this forward foot up, and then you're going to lower as slow as you can into that new range of motion. Put that foot down, lift yourself up again, and then nice and slow into that new range of motion. So you want to do about 5 reps of that. Okay, next thing, you're going to stand about 2 foot lengths away from the wall, okay? So right about there. So from here, you're going to hinge your butt back to the wall. You're going to lock your knees out, and then you're going to bring your chest over your instep of your foot. From there, you're going to drive those heels down and lift those toes up. Okay, so if this much of an angle is too much for you, decrease the angle, and then that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so you want to strengthen the front and the back of your lower leg when you're done stretching. Got it? Yeah, thanks for all the advice, man. I'm going to really put that to use, I think. I think it's really going to help me out, because I've noticed, like I said in the very first video, that my ankles just felt junky. So that might help, you know, mobilize it a little bit. Cool, man. I hope that helps out. Come by and sometime. Come by sometime. And, you know, after you've tried that out for like a couple weeks, and see if you notice any difference. You know, congratulations on being back in the gym, man. That's really cool. Yeah, thanks. I'm excited to be here. It's kind of weird, but the world's a weird place, so you just got to roll with it sometimes. I mean, makes sense. All right, bro, thanks. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. You're very welcome, bro. Have a good one. Oh. What? I signed up. I signed up for the group, and now I'm getting all this amazing information. But can I share it with people? Can I share it with people that I know? Cool, I'm glad you finally made it on there. Yeah, man, share it with everybody. Everyone you know should be doing this stuff. Okay, great. I'll do that. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bro, I'll talk to you soon.